Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. Another cool little graphic. And I'm going to start doing my videos a little bit smaller scale. If you look compared to the side of the page, because I get so far off. So I'm going to make them smaller. I'm going to make this thing like 1.7 tall. And then I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. This is just kind of the math I figured out. Control D and make the other one just 1 inch. And the mathematics, I shouldn't even mention math because I'm going to take that and then just go down there. I made a duplicate. So I'm going to get this shape right here. Now, if I follow that shape all the way around, I'm going to be touching. I just did a video a few hours ago on how to keep things from touching, and this is another way. I'm going to go to contour. I'm going to contour to the inside, 0.01, just a little bit. Then I'm going to take, because I'm working the center page, I can delete that. And I'm going to take this and move it over. Whoop. So now it's in the center of the page. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to put a dividing line, which is something I normally don't do with the interactive fill tool, but I think it gives it a good look. Then I'm going to make these two, and I could do light or dark, but if you watch enough video, I go dark. Now I missed the mark. The good thing about this one particularly, if you want those things to be equal, just take this one away. And then just take this and Control D, get your two-sided arrow and just flip it. And now I'm going to get rid of the outline. And I'm going to put this back. And I am going to group that. So Control G, Control D, alternate C, and I'm going to rotate it 60 degrees. And it's going to have that space that we contoured. Now, if you want this thing to be kind of the same thickness of lines, I guess take a 6-sided polygon and hit P, and then hold down the shift key till it like touches, and then contour it 0.1. And let's see if that, this might not work because you might have to double that. Yep. So let's go 0.02. And see, that way it's going to be the exact same thing. I guess the 0.1 here and 0.1 again makes it that. Okay, I didn't break the contour apart, but I can take the Smart Fill tool, fill that in, and now grab that line and delete it. Then I'll take the interactive fill tool and just swipe across it and go get elliptical. Try to make it a perfect circle and then put dark in the middle. It's not exactly the middle, but it's close enough. Pretty cool graphic. And what's so weird about it, especially with the black box effect like I always do lately, object, order, back of page. Quite a bit of difference. This would be a very good one to clone. You know what? If you don't want to watch the rest of it, just don't. I'm going to clone this guy. So I'm going to ungroup these two. And I'm going to clone this guy. And I'm going to move it out of the way. And I'm going to clone this guy. Move it out of the way. But these are my control curves. This is my clone. My control curve. You know what? I got the black. No, I don't. So these are, yeah, there's that line there. So that, I thought it was saying I had two objects. So we're going to leave these separated, but we can group these for a second. Control G to move them back. Control D, alternate C, rotate it at 60 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. But now I need to ungroup everything. for this to work. And in this case, I wish I had not have, I wish I would have made this just one. But if we look, let me get this a little closer and zoom in here. With the clone, if we grab this one, and let's just put a little blue in this other blue. Look at that. Look what it did. I mean, just a little bit of a change can really alter it. Let's put it back to blue, and then change our handle. And look at that. Watch it live. I mean, look at that. What you can get. I mean, that's because we're just changing the one. And let's put a little light in there. Man, that it's really you can really get some weird stuff. Anyway, and as always, if you want to get rid of your clone, you have to take all these. Or if you want to delete this, you delete it and you delete them all. So to get to that point, and I've showed this enough, I think, break the 15 objects apart, and then you can get rid of your clone. Let's see what that looks like with a black box effect. I don't know, I like the other one better, but you could really play around with a clone. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two. And thank you for watching.